Hi, this is Casey677 doing a tutorial by request. I'm making this certain mask for the character of Tina. If you know her, she's the one who makes this, I think she's a 13-year-old girl who, she likes blowing stuff up. And she has this psycho bandit mask on the side of her head that, unfortunately, someone was looking forward to finding it. Turns out nothing. So I am doing this tutorial for someone, and the mask that I'm using, generally the same mask I done with the Psycho Bandit ones. This blue one. Now I'm gonna show you the I'm gonna just put down the website that they have the white one, and this mask is absolutely amazing because it is just a plastic typical mask. Now of course the strings will be there, and well, a lot of things all effort into making it. So let's move on to a point of painting. The certain paint that I'm using is this. It could be any paint as you could find that works better for this mask, even a spray paint. Of course you gotta have parents, taking care of that. But I'm just using this. So it could be any option of paint. Now, of course I did this starting with the white, but I'm gonna show you how I did it. It's by using this Q-tip that is absorbing like a sponge. It's much more absorbable. Just dipping into it and just getting all of it. Simply just smear into it, like basically just doing this. Well, that's terrific. Just be really careful with this paint. It does, I don't know, it got stain all over me, but just keep working with a steady hand, steady and more time with it. You just keep going around until it's covered. And you want it to be covered because you want it to give it the nice details. So once I get this covered, I want to show you the design, and then after, well, that's pretty much it. So let me just stop. Well, I want to stop at this point because once it's finished, I want to show you how you make the design. Okay. Stupid. Alright. So far I finished it up to all the white. So it should look just about like that. Okay, so to make the aligning and so on, the instructions just try to make it look like this. So let's see. The red I'm gonna pick out is this. This is the red. The first way to start, and if I could do this in the white rate, impossible. I don't have a paintbrush. Just want to grab this Q-tip. Now I'm gonna try to do exactly the same thing that I did to this. So I'm gonna go make this line down here, then oval around like this. Okay. So now it's gonna be completely blank. Adding everything else later on. So it should be right by the side of the eyes. Just gonna do this. Just dip dazzling in it. Okay, so sometimes if you made a mistake, you can always try to fix up that paint. But I'm gonna try to do this. So you're gonna go like that. It's like a little like a red paint. Okay. So just like that. Same thing on the other side. So it's right near to his eyes so don't worry if you make mistakes. So it's harder for me with how I hold this. So just work right down with a stroke with a paintbrush, you could get it right by here. So like that. You rub it into it. You're just basically rubbing it. With a Q-tip, you just rubbed it. I know it's kind of weird and all, but that's how you get it like this. As even as you can to get it right by the cheek is the cheekbone. You gotta get it even right there. So I guess it's also bigger too. Bigger lining. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Okay. So then from there we're gonna make a complete, like a circle around it. To do that, I'm gonna go right above these holes is. And right by here, you paint it very just now it's really depend how perfectly you could do it, because just try to do it in my point of view is very harder. So I'm gonna, and of course it makes it bigger, so it's not like a tiny line, it's thicker. So you just got to really step into it and go right in. And then it will be less noticeable after the real detail work start. So go right to the eye. Later on it's going to be covered, so don't worry. So it's going to look just like that. Get this. From there, you go right here. Just like that. You're painting it right in there. With a Q-tip, you want it to be able to match up with it. So I make it look like this. So you kind of see how it started to becoming right and evenly matched. You want it to look like that. The effect from this paint gives it a little more, how I say it, a little more realistically. At the same time, more cartooniness. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to work with this. So as you can see, try to make it look like this. So the way how it goes is that you try to separate really far back. So I made a little mistake. Now, this is what it should look like. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to try to see if I can mix around with the color. Now, while they're still wet, right now, the cat started to making weird hickey noises. Now, it's not in a lighter red, so I'm going to go just twist it around. And you start to see it started becoming whiter. You paint it in it. Now it's gonna come out looking like a mustardy look, but it gives out realistically. So cat's coughing. I know it's a little bit messed up. You just go back with the white ones and try to touch it out. Then this one will be something with black. I'm going to show you how to make the little loops. And by the way, I'm going to show you that now since we have a little time. So, with black, you go right here. Right there. Not a lot. This is by accident. I do it like that. This much. Then with white, and you just want that. So whenever you look down, it looks something like that. Sometimes you always use your finger to get this. Just rub it into between your own finger. And then just get it a little bit to it. Yeah. Like that. So whatever it looks like would stand up, like stand out like that. So it just kind of looks like that. So, alright. Bandit pass. Now it's not perfect. Certainly, I'm going to try to make it look perfect. So you're going to see me how much effort I'm willing to try and with the little paint I have. So I gotta go in it. How you make this generate this little wiggling here. Now to do that, the trick is that since there's a circle here, it helps you to guide. Just try to give him like he has a smiley face. So to do that, I mean with the two paintbrush and everything, I'm just gonna use this. So I'm just gonna go right here and just go right up there. Right up there. Pass over here. So it's not much noticeable, but this is, well, you know, I could just do it this way since, you know, piece is going to be covered. You'd rather just do it this way. By doing this, and of course this helps you, you're going to give him a smiley face. Because it has like that smiley face look. So by doing the same thing, you just go over there. Like that. Like this. Give it like a cheekbone. Like there. Then making an eyebrow. It's like there. See? It as detailed as you can. Same time, try to get it perfect.